Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another reverse color along. We're going to look at Wonderful Wildflowers. We're going to complete this page. So meet me on the other side and we'll get started. Okay y'all, we're going to have some fun with this page. So I know it's been a minute since I've been on here with a video, and again, my apologies. I've just been kind of off this year, so I will try to get back into a routine, and I appreciate all of the comments on videos and all of the feedback. Y'all are so special to me and wonderful. I just really appreciate each one of you so much. Okay, so new book, Wonderful Wildflowers by J. Bass. And y'all, I love this book. I'm so excited because it's so much like World of Flowers, which is my favorite of hers. So I'm super excited. And the minute I got it, I thought I have to do a reverse color along. So this page is my reverse color along. It's page 47. And what is a reverse color along? So reverse color along is when I present you with an already completed page, for the most part, and then I give you a cheat sheet to tell you how I did all these combos, and I'll show you how to color those. I'll use this page over here. And then you are equipped with all the tools you will need to replicate this. I will also convert these into 6 additional pencil brands for you. So hopefully that will give you everything that you need to do this page. And that is a 100% completely free download to you. So please check the description in my video for that. So let's get started. Let's talk about the page a little bit. So you can see here, I'm using 2, 4, 6, 8 pencils, I guess. This is a limited color palette, and it was a challenge in Mags Tam's Crazy for Prismacolor Combos Facebook group. And I love limited palette challenges because I get to be super creative. Like, how far can I push these colors to come up with different combinations? And what I like about her challenges is she always allows you to add white, cream, and black. So I have a video showing you how to do limited palettes or work with limited color palettes. So I'll put a link up here at the top of the page for you. And so you can see here, what it does is it really harmonizes your page and brings it together, makes everything feel more cohesive. And it's a lot of fun, and I love the challenge and trying to see what can I do, how many different combos can I get. So most of the combos here are for the flowers, and then we have one combo that I stuck to for all of the leaves, which I think is really pretty. And then the background is simply a black and white pencil, or one black pencil, one white pencil. And we're just, when we get to the background here, I'll walk you through this. And I left a little bit on the page in this corner to actually color the background here with you so you can see exactly what I'm doing as I do this. Now, one idea I have to finish it completely is to add like a, I don't know, maybe a 1/3 inch border and make it all black using a black acrylic marker and then putting white polka dots in it. But I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. So for today, we're just going to finish this page as is. And with that, let me get this set of pencils and I'll be right back and we'll get started. Okay, our first combo is going to use cream, sand, and yellowed orange. And you can find that combo here on these petals on the front of this flower, the most forward-facing petals. So why don't we come over here? Let me zoom in. Okay, we're going to color this flower together. So the cream I've got on the inside. So we're going to use the cream here, then the sand, and then the yellowed orange at the very tip of the petals. And what I like to do is just kind of outline a little bit on the outside of the petal, and then come back with the sand and blend that in a little bit more, and then blend in with the cream to finish that off. And I think that is so pretty. Let's do one more. So we'll do cream, and then sand, and then the yellowed orange, and then blending it, going back the other way. So just 2 layers. Easy peasy, right? Okay, let me get the next combo and I'll be right back. Okay, our second combo is going to be white, light aqua, aquamarine, and black. And this is probably my favorite combo on the page. You could see I used it on these 3 flowers here, and it just has like such a contrast to it. It really makes the petals stand out. So let me pick a flower over here. Okay, we're gonna do these little flowers here. So what we will do is we will take the light aqua here on the inside of the flower. I'll color that maybe halfway down. The aquamarine. And then I will take black. Oops. Right here at the very bottom, the very tip of the flower. Okay. Aquamarine over that. And be sure and blend it really well with that black. It's going to be so pretty. And then light aqua up here. And now when we use the white, I always say in my videos, I like to add a little extra color to give the white some color to push around. And this, you could see how it lightens that up, and it just makes it so beautiful and such a nice contrast. So let me do this flower, and I'll speed color it for you. Okay, there we go. So that is so pretty. And I probably could have done a whole page just with this petal combo here. It's definitely my favorite. Let me get to the third flower combo and I'll be right back. This next combo is just using sand and light aqua side by side, not really blending too much. And you could see it right down here on these petals. So let's try one over here. All right, we will do it on this flower here. So what I do is I take the sand and I pick one side of the petal and I color all the petals on the same side with the sand. And then I take the light aqua and I do the other side. And I'm just kind of going a little lighter in the middle, and then I'll take the sand and blend it just a little bit, barely, not a whole lot, because then you'll get green. So you can see there, that's all there is to it. And this is something fun to do when you have a limited color palette, is to make a design. Your colors don't always have to be blended all together. You can block your colors in like this, and it turns out perfectly fine, and it looks really pretty. So let me get combo number, that's 1, 2, 3, combo number 4. I'll be right back. Combo number 4, we're going to use sand, cream, and light aqua in this order. And you can see that on this flower here. So the sand is tucked in the middle, so it's a little darker. And you might not be able to see it very well because of the aquamarine outlines. And then we go back to cream, which is lighter, and then finish off the end of the petal with light aqua. All right, let's try that over here. All right, we're going to try that on this flower here. So sand in the middle. I'll do 2 petals at a time. Then the cream, which gets lighter. And then on the very ends, we'll use light aqua, kind of like we did with the yellow to orange. You can kind of follow the shape of the petal. There you go. Okay, back to the cream, and I'm blending it in a little bit more. And then finally, sand again at the bottom to really make that feel darker. Now in this case, what I would do, and I did this on the other page, is take aquamarine, which is darker, to use as an accent on that line. But it's so simple. Aren't these easy? I think you'll have a lot of fun with these. Okay, that's combo 4. Let me get number 5. Combo 5 is sand, light aqua, and parrot green. And you'll see that up here on this flower, and it's really pretty. So let me get a flower over here for us to color together. All right, on this one, we're putting the sand on the outside. Then light aqua. And then the very center will be the parrot green. Then we're going to take the light aqua and blend that as we go back up. And then finish it off with the sand again. Now here again, you could use parrot green if you wanted to. Or even aquamarine, it doesn't matter. So let's do one more petal. We'll do this one here. All right, there you go. That is combo number 5. All right, let's do number 6. All right, this combo number 6 is my second favorite combo on this page. So for the flowers, that is, because I also love the leaf combo. So it's cream, sand, and yellowed orange with a little bit of light aqua outlining around the cream and the sand. And you'll see that on this flower, and this flower here. So it's something that I use quite a bit, and I just absolutely love it. Okay, now on this one, we're going to start with the cream on the edge. So here we use the cream in the very center of the flower, but here we're going to start out on the edge of the petal. So cream, sand, and then the yellowed orange. We'll blend that going back the other way with the sand. And then again with the cream. And now this is the fun part. Now I'm going to take the light aqua and outline that. And it is kind of a hard outline. You can go back and blend it with your cream to soften it up a little bit, but that's really all there is to that. You could actually do that with light aqua or aquamarine, whichever one you feel you want to do. So again, cream, sand, the yellowed orange, back to sand, cream, and then we'll outline this. And you can even go down further if you wanted to with your light aqua. And that's where I think these combos are fun, is you can like bring the color up or down as much as you want to vary it up. So you could use the same combo all over your page and just change how high you go with the yellowed orange or how far you bring down the light aqua. It really doesn't matter, but I think that is what breaks it up and makes it really pretty. Okay, one more flower petal combo, and I'll be right back. Okay, this last flower combo is white, light aqua, and peacock green, and you can see it here on this flower at the bottom of the page, and I think it's this flower too, right up here, these two flowers. So let me get us a flower over here to work on. Oh, I love that I zoomed in and you can see where I got out of the lines. So on my channel, I am all about coloring outside the lines, whether you intended to or not. So if you're not making mistakes or messing up, you're not doing it right. Okay, so let's go with light aqua first. And you'll see it's going to look very similar to this one. So we'll take the light aqua and then the parrot green up here at the top. And this will look a lot more dramatic on a bigger flower petal than this one. And now at the bottom, I'll take the white. And that really just makes that pop a little bit, doesn't it? Okay, let's do that again. Light aqua. Parrot green. Blend that a little bit more. And then here comes the white. Okay, and then what you could do is you could take the parrot green to accent these little lines right here. All right, next we're going to do the leaves combo, which is so pretty. So let me get that and I'll be right back. Okay, the combo for the leaves is right here. It's white, peacock green, and black. And you can see this is literally all of the leaves on this page. So let's move over here. And I am going to color, I think, a butterfly wing, just to do something different. We'll try to grab this one right here. So what I'm going to do is take the peacock green and color it on the butterfly wing here. Now I'm going to pretend this is a leaf and that's connected and that's the center of the leaf. So what we'll do is I'm just going to put a little bitty bit of black around the outline. Oops, got out of the lines. Here. Okay, then I will go back with the peacock green over the black to reinforce that dark edge. Okay, so now if this is the center of the leaf, I'm going to bring this darker edge in just a little bit. And then I'm going to maybe add a second layer over that first layer that we added of the peacock green. And now I'm going to take the white right along that edge. And that's what's going to give us that really pretty leaf. Like, what is my word? Leaf. And you can go as far with the white as you want to, or as close here. Then what I do over here, let's see, like here, down the middle, I first, sorry, it's hard to see where my camera is sometimes. I first use the parrot green, and then I go back over that with black. But that's all there is to the leaves. So I will speed color this one real quick for you. Okay, there you go. And the coloring gremlin inside of me can be a perfectionist sometimes, so I get annoyed as I'm coloring over here, and I notice places along the edges that I missed here that y'all are probably yelling at me in the camera as I go. So yeah, there you go. That's the leaves combo. So next, we're going to finish the background on the opposite page. So I will be right back. Okay, as we approach the background, I tried to give you a step-by-step guide here at the bottom. So step 1 is 1 layer of black pencil. Step 2, add 1 or 2 more layers to darken it just a little bit. So I guess I could have said step 1, add 2 to 3 layers. Step 3, you're going to take your white pencil and blend all of that together. Then step 4 is we're going to use a black pencil to create an outline and then go back over that outline to smear it with the white pencil to sort of blend that out. So let's see what that looks like here. You can see that in here, for instance, or in here on the inside, you're going to have this part of the background. And then I added the black outlines along the edges of the flowers and the leaves. And then after I added that black outline, I came back in and blended it out with the white pencil, and that gives it depth. And it looks like it's, these are sitting on top or apart from a gray background here. So let me zoom in on this corner. I'm going to try, let's see. Okay, I'm going to do my best to not knock my camera because my camera stand is this way. And I don't want to lean the book spine against it because it will shake as I color. So first step, we're going to color the black in this little space here. And I thought it would be more helpful to actually see the background get colored on the background than to try to emulate it on something else. So there's 1 layer, going back with a 2nd layer, and you can color in multiple directions to get better coverage, however you want to do it. Doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to get all the white spots. Now here's my, oops, see, here I go. Doesn't have to be perfect, and what am I doing? Okay, so now I'm going to take my white pencil and just using like a little circular motion, just blending out this black pencil, and it makes it this really pretty gray. Okay, so that's your step 3. Your step 4 now is to take the black pencil and add the black outline here. And when I do that, let's see, I'm going to go back, blend that out a little bit. Now the key is to take your black pencil and really add a heavy outline on the leaf or whatever that's next to. And that is going to really help make that shadow pop a little bit more. Because if we don't go back and reinforce that outline, then the outline sort of blends into the background and you don't get that really nice pop with the shadow. So let me try it again down here. Okay, so I've added 2 layers of black. So now I'm going to take my white pencil and blend all of that together. And I kind of like when I get a little bit of a dull point when I'm doing blending like this. It makes it a little easier for me. Okay, now, and I'm not doing the black outline along the edge. I'm leaving that alone. So now this black outline we're doing for the shadow will be along the edge of the leaves here. Sorry about that. I had to stop and erase some stuff down here that was getting a little messy. So this doesn't look like it's very dark. So let me reinforce that or make the color the black outside of the leaves a little bit further. Okay, now let's take the white, blend into that. And now you can see here when I reinforce the actual outline of the leaf, that makes that background pop even more. Oops. Sometimes you can even fade the shadow a little bit further out. Okay, that's all there is to it. Let's see what we've done. How does that look, y'all? Does this feel like a page that you are confident you can complete with the tools? So don't forget, go to my Ko-fi page. I'll leave the link in the description and you can download this. It'll have a copy of this page. This is your step-by-step guide. It will have 6 pencil brands converted for these colors so that you can get the same color combos here. And don't feel like you need to follow mine exactly. Just take these and just mix them up all over the page. Oh, one thing I failed to mention, I'm so sorry, before we go. I didn't talk about the center of the flowers. So here, I honestly just mixed it up. It was so random. I didn't have any rhyme or reason on how I decided to do the center of the flowers. Like on this blue combo, that's my favorite combo, I like to do a little black and white. So I just alternated every other space and did it that way and here. And then sometimes I went just, you know, just mixing up the colors, different things. And in the center, a lot of the time what I did was I have sand with light aqua here as kind of an outline around the sand. So just be creative. All of these colors are going to mix and match really well. So again, don't feel like you need to follow this exact combo of colors, but certainly go for it if you want to. And for real this time, that is all I have for today. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. And thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.